Alright, so we got a little mesh head comparison today. The stock Alesis Strike 2-ply head that comes on the Strike and the Strike Pro kits versus the Roland PowerPly 2-ply head from Roland made by Remo. We're just going to be comparing some of the stick responses and also the volume difference because there is a little bit of a sound difference between the two. Also first, you can see the drum dial. I've tuned each of the heads to estimated 45-ish, so I think some of them are about 44 to 47 all around, so this is about at 45 here, and just to show you, this one's at 45, so these are pretty well tuned together, so this is going to be as accurate as I can make it. Also, I'm using the AKG Perception mic. The pad is turned off and the low cut switch is also off. So I'm going to start out with the Alesis Strike head, and I'm just going to be playing soft to loud hits in the center of the drum. I'm going to do the bounce comparison about a couple inches up from the center of each of them, and then I'll go a little bit higher, about 4 or 5 inches up. So. So as you can see, there is a little bit of difference between each of them. I do think the Roland one is quite a bit louder. I would say 50%. The actual smack of the head is much louder, where the Alesis one seems to be kind of soft and just not as loud in general. So if sound is the concern, you might want to just stick with the stock one. Also, if you could tell the bounce comparison, the centers seem to be pretty comparable. But near the edge, I felt like the Roland had a little bit less bounce to it, and that could be attributed to the thicker, at least it looks to me like it's a thicker thread that's woven to make the actual mesh on the Alesis one, so it gets a little bit more tight near the edge. But both of them feel nice and punchy. Obviously the Roland one is going to feel a little bit more punchy because of the thinner threads in the mesh. Just so you know, I didn't switch because of the feel. I switched because I just like the white head. So I think the verdict is, if the black color on the stock Alesis Strike heads doesn't bother you, you want to just stick with them because they actually feel really good compared to the Roland PowerPly, which is, a $60 head, and it's probably the most expensive mesh head on the market. But either way, it's going to be a little bit of an investment to switch all your mesh heads over. And I can't honestly say it's going to be that much of a feel improvement anyway over the stock Alesis Strike heads. Alright, so I hope this helps you guys make a decision if you were thinking about changing your stock mesh heads on your Alesis Strike. The Roland PowerPly is a great mesh head. It is expensive, but there's other alternatives out there on the market. I just can't say 100% you're going to feel like night and day difference because the stock head does feel really good. So, alright, thanks for watching, guys. See you guys soon.